some vibes. This is going to be a general... Oh, dawn. Actually, that's perfect. Because the story time that I'm going to be telling in this video happened at dawn this morning. Also, it is a brutal heat wave where I am. Like, I'm talking like brutal. So, like I often say, I was not expecting to do a video. As I have a unique vessel, I experience the weather differently than many people. And oh, it's so hot. But Spirit wants me to tell this story. Okay. So let's just open up the space. And codes of harmony. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being you. It is literally like 37 degrees. It's so fucking hot. Give me 1 second. Maybe 1 second. Ah! Yeah, heat wave. So this will be a heat wave reading, as well as a small story time about timelines. Okay, so there's something happening with the collective. There's something happening with the timelines that are on offer. There's something happening with the second chances that people are getting on timelines that have passed them, and there are many different timelines available to you at this time. It's like exciting energy in the collective. Okay. Okay. So hot. Can't even believe it. But that's not true. That's just a saying, because I believe anything is possible. Anything has the potential to come into existence. So timelines. The way that Spirit will sometimes work through oracles and sages is by having, like, we'll sense an energy in the collective. We'll sense an energy that is present either in somebody who's meant to see and tune into our channel, into this space, into my channeling, Spirit's channeling, your guides channeling, our higher selves channeling. And then often there'll be like, so I'll pick up on an energy in the collective, a collective energy. And it's not like a full shaped collective message. And then something will happen. The universe will make something happen to bring clarity to that download, to that message. Yeah. So yesterday I was looking at, I live in the rainforest. If it's your first time, welcome. I was looking up at this tree and there was this bird nest, and I was looking at it and I was thinking, the leaves, too many of the leaves have fallen from that tree. So when the bird nest was first put there, there were a lot more leaves, a lot more safety. Obviously, this is a channeled message. This is a guided, safe space where this channeled message may have deeper meaning for you. And then we're going to pull some cards on it to find out even more about this collective energy of timeline magic. So if you've been drawn to this video, if this video has found you, you are currently either experiencing multiple timelines, multiple options of timelines, or you are calling in and actually manifesting, creating new options of timelines, new potential timelines. And for a lot of you, this is coming in with downloads of new gifts, new skills, new epiphanies, new awakenings, new clarity and definition to your calling, to fulfilling your calling, to being in service. It's such a beautiful energy. It's exciting, but also I can feel in the collective that there are also beings, energies, people who are overwhelmed and panicked by having multiple timelines on offer at this time. I'm really hoping that's making sense. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being you. I'm a sound healer, an energy worker, so you may sense, feel, or see me moving energy as we move through this reading. So yeah, I'm looking up at this tree, and it's across the other side of the water, and I just remember saying to myself, that makes me nervous. And I thought that's really unusual that I just felt like a interesting thought at the time. And like the way that spirit just guided my eye really high up into this tree. And then I was thinking, well, the bird nest is probably empty because Mother Nature, Mother Gaia, all of the beings that live in harmony with nature, they have this way of understanding the seasons and working in the seasons in a way that we are coming back to. And so that was across the water. And then, so this is all leading up to explaining the timeline message, okay? The collective magic timeline that's going on at the moment. Sorry, the timeline magic that is going on in the collective at the moment. So I had this thought, but so as an oracle, as a clairsentient sage and seer, and somebody who works between dimensions, I often will know when something's a premonition. This is a message for you. You may be quite magic, yeah. You might have a lot of premonitions or energetic, like you feel the energy of something before it happens, yeah. So I'm looking up at this tree. I'm like, I think about that the bird's nest, and the fact that there are no leaves around it anymore. It's really high up and it's over the water. So it seemed quite precarious, but I also, on some sense, knew there was that was an old nest, that it wasn't, there was no bird in that nest, no eggs in that nest. And so then this morning, suddenly I was woken up from like in the middle of this heat wave, as I was saying, woken up at 6 a.m. in the morning. 6 may be significant. You might have been born on the 6th. 6 might be your favorite number. You might be seeing sixes at the moment. That could have a synchronicity. If that means something and resonates with you, I highly encourage you to look into angel numbers. A lot of you are receiving very clear messages from spirit guides and from angelic presence at the moment. We've had a lot of angelic presence. Thank you, spirit. I'm just moving into the channel now, so please just receive, take on what resonates, leave what does not. So, collectively, we have had a lot of angelic presence join us on this sphere, in this space, in this realm. A lot of the angelic presence that has come forth, and the new directions, new connection, new clarity that you have with your spirit guides, with your calling, with your mission, with your purpose for incarnating at this time, at this crossroads in the collective journey. A lot of this angelic presence has come in on moon frequencies. You may be a water sign. You may have a significant placement of water in your chart. You may be a Cancer sign, or be connected in some way significantly to the energy of Cancer, Scorpio, are two of the big energies that I can feel very present. Obviously, Scorpio being something that we are, the energy of the Scorpio season this year is just, it's just like world altering is what it feels like. My God, it's so hot. Please give me clear divine guidance to be most beneficial for everyone involved. Okay, I'm just going to give 3 loud noises. Just 1 second. Oh my God, it's so hot. Okay, so we're just acknowledging all of the angelic presence that is here. They want you to understand that the angelic presence, I don't know if that could mean something to someone, the angelic presence that is here to help the collective at this time has come here through the series of eclipses we have had this year, as well as this the death and rebirth energy of Scorpio and the powers of water. Water is very important for the collective at this time. Oh, no way. And of course, accidentally the moon card has just dropped onto the floor. as well as the King of Pentacles, um, and the Ten of Wands. Okay, so yeah, I often will say that Scorpios are the most fiery of all of the water signs. Um, I also have significant placements of Scorpio, so I understand the energy of Scorpio very much. Please give me clear divine guidance to be most beneficial for the collective at this time. There is magic, there is timeline magic taking place at this time for the collective. As above, so below. As within, so without, for the entire collective, as well as the individual within the collective, the individual that is the collective that is the individual. So this morning at 6 a.m., I'm awoken by this just desire to go outside, this like sudden, strong desire to step outside. As I step outside, I walk outside of my cottage, and there's a little pathway, and in the middle of the pathway is a baby bird. A tiny baby bird, maybe about this big. At first, I didn't even realize that it was a baby bird. It looked almost like a wing, like a damaged, broken wing, or even like a bunch of feathers on the pathway. This baby bird did not come out of the first tree, did not come out of the first nest, because that is like across the other side of the water. This baby bird turned out to be a honey eater. And that's also significant because my indigenous name actually means sweet or honey. It's the same word as sweet and honey is the same words that my tribe, my Aboriginal tribe, uses for honey. So honey is very significant to me. Honey means a lot to me. And yeah, so oh, and that's the other thing is last night I was texting somebody, and the last thing that I texted before I kind of went into my sleeping space, went into my own private, like closing down for the night energy. The last thing I texted somebody is like we were going to talk, and then we didn't end up talking, and I ended up just writing, oh, you've probably had a big day. You're probably nestling in for the night. They are the last words that I texted into my phone before I put my phone down last night and went into astral sleeping space. So I looked at the nest yesterday. I said, that makes me inside. I had this internal dialogue of that makes me nervous because it felt very precarious. But at the same time, it felt like an echo because I knew that nest was from last season, right? And then last night, the last thing I texted to somebody is, you're probably nestling in for the night. You probably had a big day. You're probably nestling in. And so I actually work with wires, which is like a wildlife service that if you see an injured wild animal, like a native animal, you can contact wires and we'll come and oh my god, and we'll come and rescue the animal. You can either be a rescuer or a carer. I'm often a carer, so I'll look after baby or injured animals, but my specialty isn't birds, right? But there's something about the nesting. And so what spirit is saying to me is the nesting is not just nesting as in a home, a safe space, as in, leaving the nest, empty nest syndrome, having your own private space, having an internal world that is like a nest, as well as your sleeping space, your astral space. But they're also talking about it in terms of nesting, like, nesting tables that'll be like one big table with another table under it and then another table under it, and they're nesting together like Russian dolls. So they're saying that at the moment there is a Russian doll effect of timelines. And many of you, because the work that I'm doing, a lot of the people that are the beautiful niche group of people that are going to be tuning in on this channel here, are very fucking magic. You're extremely magic, and you are extremely tapped in to this multi-dimensional, multi-timeline space the collective is in at the moment. So you might be having this, like, it's kind of like a backwards deja vu. And the collective energy is about this nesting of timeline. So timeline within timeline within timeline. You might be having this sense of like looking back on, it's kind of like it's very like sliding doors energy. I don't know if anyone's ever seen that movie. And so it didn't come through as a prediction. Like I didn't get a prediction yesterday about finding the baby honey eater bird this morning, who is now gone to a carer. But when I found it on the path, on the garden path, which also makes me think about the term being led down the garden path, because the truth is we walk ourselves down the garden path. The truth is we create our own garden, we plant our own seeds. We can be guided, we can be influenced, we can be led in a certain timeline, but we ultimately choose our own timelines, is what I'm channeling. I'm channeling at the moment. If you don't know what channeling is, then you're welcome to go research and come on back. This is Codes of Harmony. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being you. Thank you for everything you are, and for everyone who clicks like, shares, and subscribes so that we can keep this magic going. You are picking up on this timeline magic, okay? I didn't have a prediction, but I had something else occur. Something about the nesting of the timelines. It's almost like I was seeing, it's almost like the nest that I observed yesterday and had an internal dialogue conversation about. That was almost like an echo of the nest that was to come for the bird that I saved this morning. 2 different nests, 2 different timelines. And of course, all of that symbolism, like I don't do story time here that much, but all of that symbolism will mean something to you. And you'll be getting messages from birds from spirit in the format of birds is what I'm hearing. Okay. I also wished for a new card deck and then walked into a shop and didn't feel drawn to buy any of the card decks that were on sale. And then I looked in the bookshelf and I saw that they had this deck without any packaging on it, and was selling it for like $10 because it was a tarot deck that they used to just have sitting out in the shop for people to read through. Normally I wouldn't take that on, but there was something that really drew me to this particular one. And as I opened it and looked into it, I realized it's also about sacred geometry. So if you think about sacred geometry, the way that all the shapes nest into each other, they're also talking about tessellation. Tessellation is, for example, when you put all of the water. So there's something significant about that. And it's almost like we are the water molecules. And the, slow down, please, Spirit. Please give me clear divine guidance to be most beneficial for everyone involved. Please bear with me. This heat wave is fucking brutal. We are the water molecules. Thank you, Spirit. We are the water molecules, and we are changing shape. You are changing shape in such a dramatic way that your timelines, the timelines that you were on before you changed shape and you transformed as you have, are not appropriate anymore. They're not fitting anymore. They are not the same shape, so they don't run parallel to each other the way that you would imagine train tracks. So if you think of timelines kind of like train tracks all running next to each other, sometimes intercepting, sometimes looping back, sometimes even having a dead end that doesn't go anywhere, that it's like those. Now they're showing me all of these train tracks being shifted. My crown chakra is like it feels like there's a grand piano sitting on top of my crown chakra. You might be having a lot of crown chakra let's just move some of that energy. Let's just open up that space and be brave about what you are receiving. Be brave about the new shape that you have taken, the new format that you are. Let go of the timelines is essential. Understand that if you've been drawn to this video, if you're seeing this video, you are prophetic. You can see into the future, but not in the classical way that we have been trained to think that somebody would see into the future. You are in some way energetically and spiritually, astrally, very tapped into this magic that is happening, this timeline magic, where we are all being offered so many multiple versions of the future. So many multiple versions. Someone's making me emotional. So many timelines are available to you at this time. And it's like the Russian doll set is all being taken out. So each doll, each timeline has its full potential on show. This is also, as I said before, something the collective is sensitive to at the moment. I just heard hypersensitive. I just saw like a big kitchen table with like a Christmas dinner on it. Christmas time could be significant or mean something for you. I'm seeing like a Thanksgiving kind of energy. That could be significant, something about Thanksgiving. I've also been receiving a lot of downloads, epiphanies, and messages about ancient civilizations, quote unquote civilizations, ancient rituals, ancient mythologies. I suddenly feel very emotional. Like the energy is so, it's like, because you can see and sense and feel these other timelines. And every single choice that you make, every single way that you move should be done in divine flow, in divine timing. May you move in divine timing. May you move in divine flow. I'm a Reiki worker. I'm working with Reiki, energy, sound, as many of you have the beautiful capacity to. If this is something that you are opening up to, if this is something that you resonate with or feel is beneficial to you, Spirit is saying go further into that. Be brave, be bold. You have changed shape. Your old timelines are not relevant anymore. And there's a lot of difficulty. As humans, we have trouble letting go of expectations, particularly if you have heavy earth sign, particularly if you have complex, not great attachment or potentially harmful attachment styles. Ooh. Oh, I just felt that energy like a very binding. Yeah, so a lot of you will notice there'll be people, places, energies that are trying to bind you to a timeline that is no longer yours. Whew. This is like whew, fire, fiery energy, but like fire in water somehow is what's happening. Let's find out. Let's pull some cards. Something about the honey eater, something about the baby honey eater that I found this morning. And something about me just in one moment as I was gardening yesterday, I just looked up at this other nest and thought about the nest, and then found a bird at 6 a.m. in the morning, a baby honey eater that had somehow come out of a different nest altogether. So you'll be seeing echoes of the timelines that are available, but they keep saying a reversed deja vu is what they're saying. And there is a lot of revolutionary energy going on. There's a revolution taking place within your soul, within your spirit. The revolution is changing the shape of you, changing who you are. So the old timelines are not relevant, and you not only, okay, wow, for some of you, not all of you, but some of you, you have the ability to transform the collective timeline. Now, on some level, we all are, because people's decisions either do align with a higher consciousness or they do not. And the fate of humanity, I channeled this the other day, the fate of humanity is made up of people making choices that either are or are not of a higher consciousness. You are of a higher consciousness. So you're going to be having all sorts of troubles, all sorts of complications. Like, you might not even want to be around people right now. You might not even have the capacity, the want, or the desire to play any kind of social games, because you know all the timelines are swapping. You know all of the train tracks have just been rewired. Okay, wow. Okay. Please give us clear divine guidance and most beneficial for everyone involved. This is Codes of Harmony. Thank you. Thank you for being you. The more we all become ourselves, the more we all step into our true divinity, the more the timelines will become more abundant and more collectively conscious. Okay, Ace of Cups. Yes. Yes, honey. Ace of Cups. A new love for your divinity. A new love for everything you have been through, because it is preparing you for the timelines to come. Please give us clear divine guidance to be most beneficial for everyone involved. What is, yes, Knight of Wands, a messenger, fire and water, fire and water. Tap into Scorpionic energy. If you have Scorpio anywhere in your chart, be so proud of it at this time, because it is the death and rebirth that the collective have needed so badly, so desperately needed a death and rebirth for such a long time. Please give us clear divine guidance to be most beneficial for everyone involved. I just heard something about a cat. Somebody has a grey cat. That could be confirmation. Or you might have a cat that needs something right now. Your cat might be locked out. If you've got a grey cat, just go check on that. Okay. Yes, Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords. Direction. And my eye is being drawn to this butterfly shape at the bottom of the throne. The Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords coming up. So we've got Ace of Cups, Knight of Wands, Queen of Swords. So fire, water sign, fire sign, air sign. Gemini, the magician. There's the magician energy. That's what it is. So much it is the magician energy that is taking place at the moment. Please give me clear divine guidance. Geometric patterns, geometric shapes. I've also been channeling a lot about the Fibonacci spiral. If you don't know what that is, look into that. That is part of the way that your ascension has grown and shaped. This is so, like, intense. Okay, wow. And the Queen, yeah, I get it. Yeah. The Queen of Cups. Embrace your emotions. Embrace your trauma, because they are the roadblocks of your future. They are the calling cards of your destiny. They are the echo, they're like the secrets that you wrote for yourself. They're the messages that you have embedded in your own timeline. Some of you even know, some of you actually work in a conscious way with this. Okay, they don't want me to go into that too much. If you know, you know. Wow. This is clear. You're doing fucking amazing. Keep being brave, yeah? Keep being strong. Keep being powerful. Please give us clear divine guidance. Can we please have clarification for the Ace of Cups, Knight of Wands, Queen of Swords, and the Queen of Cups? And that Ace of Cups really is about that classic thing that we say all the time is, I just heard Achilles heel. That's interesting. Some of you are dealing with mother wounding. That's that Cancer energy as well, the Cancer sign, water sign. So a lot of you are doing very deep inner child healing. Thank you for all of the work that you have done this year and before that. You cannot go forward with any shame, because shame will change the shape. Now they're showing me the ice cubes again. And they're reminding us that what you speak into water, what you speak into the water changes the molecules, changes the shape of the water. And we are the water. We collectively are emotional, intuitive, psychic beings. Okay, and now we got the Queen of Pentacles. Okay. And we have the Two of Swords in reverse, making a decision. The Nine of Swords, that's that dawning energy, but this isn't like, it's not coming out as a nightmare card today. It's coming out as a call to action, a call into your true brilliance, into your true future. Okay, it's just so important that you understand that you are a conductor. Please give me clear divine guidance for most beneficial for everyone involved. You are a conductor, collective. You are a conductor of the multiple timelines that are available to you at this time. And then the Empress underneath. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So much divine feminine power, so much empowered divine feminine intuitive ability. I also love the way that the Queen of Swords and the Queen of Cups came out together. And they almost look like they're having a conversation. They're almost looking like they're having this interaction that is about using your water, using the emotions, using everything that has made your heart hurt, has made your heart grow, has made your spirit soar, has made you understand pleasure and pain, loss and bliss, loss and gain, all of these things. Slow down, please, spirit. All of these things are actually going to be what melds and shapes your sword of truth and gives you a clear, direct way forward. Don't be overwhelmed by the multiple timelines that you can feel. And for some of you, this is going to be a soothing, comforting clarification that you're not losing track. You're not in any danger. You are feeling the epic plethora, the immense, mammoth, multi-dimensional options of timelines. And for a lot of you, you're not just feeling it for yourself. It's not just your own timeline that you're tapping into, that don't nestle together the way they used to. They all need to be taken out of the box. They all need to be unraveled. They all need to have their own expansive, it's really hard to explain. It's hard to explain because I'm seeing it in energy form. I'm seeing it in the ethereal space. Okay. Please give us clear divine guidance to be most beneficial for everyone involved. Okay, let's just open up the heart space a little bit. Taking a deep breath in through the nose, out through the mouth, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Okay, I'm just going to clear a bit of energy for you, okay? Okay, please release, trust in the process, trust in your faith, trust in your divinity. Thank you. Okay, we're just going to pull out some of those doubts and open up the crown chakra. Thank you for everything that you are. Thank you for everything you've been through. Thank you for all of the roadside signs that you are leaving for those who are coming after you, and the ones that were left by a future version of yourself that you are following now. I'm just going to okay, thank you. Thank you so much for opening up your heart chakra. Spirit really appreciates it. Okay? Okay, collective magic of the timeline I'm hearing. Now I'm hearing trumpets, like I'm literally hearing trumpets calling. And I'm seeing like a war flag just gently going in the breeze. I just heard the chariots are coming home. For a lot of you, have very significant Cancer placements in your chart. The chariots are coming home. The chariots are coming home. Yeah, so the battle, well, first of all, the light is winning. If you didn't know that, if you're worried about that at all, if there's anyone in energy in your life trying to convince you that the light is not winning the spiritual war, that is not true. The light is absolutely, we already have one, you know? It's just now moving through the collective and individual shadow work to be able to embrace these beautiful, blissful timelines. And many of you are actually shaping the collective timeline. They keep wanting me to explain that. Okay. This is Codes of Harmony. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being you. And thank you everyone who clicks like, shares, and subscribes, because it keeps bouncing out these messages to reach more members of the collective so we can rise together. Out beyond Orion. Yeah. So this is like so much starseed energy. So much powerful Orion energy. Okay, that makes so much sense as well, because the Orion Wars, you may want to look into that, particularly with the message that I was channeling around the chariots coming home. I'm now seeing the chariot move across the sky, a gold chariot moving throughout the sky, the night sky. Please give us clear divine guidance, be most beneficial for everyone involved. I just felt my my earth angel wings expanding. Many of you are having intense DNA upgrades at this time, and many of you are having ascension symptoms that you've never had before, and picking up on the collective ascension symptoms. Please give us clear divine guidance, be most beneficial. Tell us more about out beyond Orion. Look into Orion, the Orion Wars. Love to all my starseeds here. Please give us clear divine guidance, be most beneficial. You're so tapped in. You're so fucking tapped in. How did you not know how tapped in you were? Morning meeting. Okay. Now, if you've listened to this whole video, if you go back and listen, you will hear the story of the baby bird that I found out of the nest, the nestling as we call them, at 6 a.m. this morning. There's something also about what you do in the morning. The way that you come out of the astral space is important. What you receive. Please give us clear divine guidance, be most beneficial for everyone involved. And don't be hard on yourself. Like, don't be worried about choosing the timelines, because you know that you have the right choice within. And some of these timelines need to play out to a certain extent, or play out for other people involved in those timelines. All of these collective timelines are interwoven to make this beautiful tapestry. All of us healers, light workers, we are part of this beautiful woven tapestry of the primordial waters. We are part of the many, many stars that make up the sky. We are part of, we are the walking justice card. We are the karmic justice, as well as the soothing balm, the unconditional love and care and compassion, held with safe, firm boundaries and keys and codes and ancient rituals and ancient codes that sit within. Again, I'm seeing Fibonacci. It's so beautiful. Wow. Okay. Offering. Make sure that you're giving offerings to your ancestors, and I just heard to your past self. For some of you, it will be beneficial to write a letter to your past self, a letter of forgiveness. For many of you, you need to forgive something you've done in the past, some version of yourself that you were in the past Be thankful for that version of yourself, because that person knew the codes to get you through what you've already been through, and you have transformed to a completely different beast. You are a extremely different, enlightened being. So therefore, the plans you had, the timelines you had, the limitations, the self-limitations, and the limitations that you yourself put towards collective, the low expectations that you have had to the collective and to the self, is no longer part of your coding. Is no longer part of you. It's no longer part of your DNA, but it is the building blocks. Forgotten journal is what I just heard. Some of you need to be journaling. Some of you have recently come across an old journal from when you were younger, and it is that I just heard from the mouths of babes, which is like that kids say the darndest things energy. Yeah, big like gratitude and thanks to your inner child at this time. Understand that you're moving into working not just with your inner child, but with your inner teenager, who in some ways is more complex to work with. And I'll talk on that another time. Let's get just a few more cards, and then I'll wrap this up, because it's like I don't even actually know how well I've translated and communicated it's quite abstract, this message, and the way that I'm seeing it really in energy format. But it's exciting. Like, you have so much potential. You just have so much potential, and you are so inspiring in ways that you just have no understanding of. It's like, don't be overwhelmed by the choices of timelines that you can sense and feel coming towards you. Be thankful and know within that you have the answers to the choices, to the decisions, to the options. Please give us clear divine guidance to be most beneficial for everyone involved. I just call in protection, I just call in extra protection to this space at this time. And you are very guided, you are very protected. So you know the answer, you know the choices. And play as you make those choices, Dance with life. For a lot of you, dancing would be really beneficial. Put on your favorite song, or like just something that feels good to listen to. Dance around. That would be really beneficial for a lot of you, because you need to like physically shake off the old timeline. And I keep hearing expectations, letting go of the expectations, letting go of the self-limiting expectations that you had of the timeline you were on before, or the timelines you were on before are no longer relevant to you or the collective. Please give us clear divine guidance, being most beneficial for everyone involved. Dancing prayer. Damn, I love tarot. I feel very blessed. We're very blessed to be an oracle, and to be in a place where I can be an oracle and be everything that I am, this multidimensional being that I am, that you are, that we are. Yeah, I was just saying dancing would be beneficial. This is the confirmation. Beautiful artwork. Unfortunately, I don't know the name of this deck, because I bought it without a packet. So I kind of wished it into my life. I wished for this. And I've been working with sacred geometry a lot recently. And healing on a molecular level, quantum healing, quantum physics, parallel universes, parallel dimensions. Wow. Powerful, powerful collective members. Thank you for everything that you are, honestly. Okay. Okay. Ah! Mayan dream. Yeah. A lot of you are really tapped into the Mayan calendar, and the patterning of the evolution of collective consciousness is what I'm hearing. Oh, wow. Infinity. Yeah. Infinite. You're an infinite being, and finally that infinite nature within us is being reflected back to us in the timelines available, both collectively and individually. Wowza. Okay. Wowza, wowza, wowza. Oh, I also, as I was meditating coming into this space, I was hearing, I got the golden ticket. I got the golden ticket from Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. And then what else was I seeing? Aladdin as well. There's an Aladdin energy. So like, let's just respectfully close down this space. Being so grateful for you and everything you are, everything this moment is bringing and telling. But yeah, so Aladdin, his entire life changed when Jafar tried to trick him into getting the magic genie in the lamp. And it's that genie energy. It's like you got your own genie. You are your own genie. So much love from Codes of Harmony. Let's hold that deep in your heart space. All of the love and compassion and care that you can possibly hold. And being thankful. Be thankful for who you were. For that being has led you to who you are. And the multiple infinite timelines that you have helped the collective build and generate. Feel the love of the collective thanking you. Receive the love of the collective thanking you. And don't forget to keep saging, cleansing your sleeping space, calling in the purest crystalline light of protection and healing all around you. Much love to you, your higher self, your inner child, your inner teenager, your inner parent, and the multiple versions of yourself that have made this moment possible. Okay. Much love from Codes of Harmony.